Good morning, student. Today we are going to start next topic, types of chemical equilibrium. What are the types of chemical equilibrium? Chemical equilibrium are two types. First, homogeneous equilibrium, and second, heterogeneous equilibrium. So what is the homogeneous chemical equilibrium? When all reactant and product are in same phase. Maybe say liquid, maybe gas, maybe solid. H2 gaseous form plus I2 gaseous form, and product 2HI is also gaseous form. This is example of the homogeneous chemical equilibrium. Now, what is the heterogeneous chemical equilibrium? When the reactants and product in a chemical reaction are present in different phase is called the heterogeneous chemical equilibrium. We can take an example of decomposition of calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate on decomposition at 1027 Kelvin temperature, it converts into calcium oxide and CO2. Now CO2 is present in gaseous form. Calcium oxide is solid and calcium carbonate is also solid. This is the example of the heterogeneous chemical equilibrium. Now, next topic, this is very important topic, law of mass action. Law of mass action. Generally question arises, write down the law of mass action. What is law of mass action? On the basis of observation of many chemical equilibrium, then any equilibrium reaction, the scientist Guldberg and Vogel suggested a law which is called the law of mass action. What is the law of mass action? According to this law, the rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactant. Rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactant. Suppose we take an example, A plus B convert into product. So according to Guldberg-Vogel, according to law of mass action, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactant. Clear? The bracket represent the molar concentration. Molar concentration, what is the meaning of molar concentration? Moles, or number of moles dissolved in liter. So molar concentration is also called the active mass. Now clear what is the law of mass action? So rate of reaction is equal to rate of reaction. Now rate of reaction is equal to K, A and B. So rate of reaction equal to, when we remove the proportionality sign, this is the K. It is also called the velocity constant and equilibrium constant. It is also called the velocity constant, rate constant. K is called the rate constant and velocity constant. So now we take the another example, a balanced chemical equation. So how to write A plus B convert into A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, convert into product. So according to the rate of reaction is equal to, what is the rate of reaction now? According to law of mass action, rate reaction now proportional to product of molar concentration of reactant with raised of the stoichiometric coefficient as a power. These are the stoichiometric coefficient and A की power A and B की power B. So now second definition is what is the law of mass action? The rate of a chemical reaction at a particular temperature is proportional to product of the molar concentration of the reactant, in which each concentration raised to the power equal to the number of molecule of the respective reactant. This is the power respective. Okay, so now it is the power of the reactant. What is the stoichiometric coefficient? The number of molecule of a reactant taking part in a reaction is also called the stoichiometric coefficient. A and B is called the stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometric coefficient always present in balanced chemical equation, so it is called the stoichiometric coefficient. Now it's clear. So you can take any example, this example, and you can explain the law of mass action. So its rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product at a particular temperature, the product of the molar concentration of reactant, with each concentration terms raised to the power equal to the number of molecule of the respective reactant taking part in the reaction. A and B taking part in the reaction. So how to explain? Like we can take example, this H2 plus I2 convert into 2HI. In H2I2 there is 1 coefficient. So now next topic, write down the next topic, law of chemical equilibrium. This is the law of mass action, and next is law of chemical equilibrium. So this topic explained by again Gulberg-Bage. According to this law of chemical equilibrium. So what is the law of chemical equilibrium? According to the law of mass action, then a formula is derived and mathematical representation of the reversible reaction is called the law of chemical equilibrium. So how to derive the formula? Take an example of the simple reversible reaction A plus B and convert into C plus D. Reactant and product. This is the reversible reaction. We can write this reaction like this. For forward reaction, A plus B convert into C plus D. This is the forward reaction. So what happened in this condition? According to law of mass action, apply the according to law of mass action. So what is the formula now? Rate of forward reaction directly proportional to molar product of the molar concentration of the reactant. So now what is the equation? Rate of forward reaction we can write rate of forward reaction RF equal to KF AB, molar concentration of A and B, equation number 1. Now it's clear how to apply the law of mass action, Kullberg-Waage rule law. Rate of forward reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of the reactant, and each reactant raise the power and number of the molecule which are taking part in the reaction. Now second equation how to make? For backward reaction, again write down the equation. Backward reaction, for backward reaction, so C plus D convert into A plus B. So rate of backward reaction, rate of backward reaction is directly proportional to now reactant is C plus D. Now molar concentration of the reactant. So how to write? R B equal to K B C and D. Equation number 2. Now it's clear for the reaction, backward reaction. And when the equilibrium state present, what happened? The rate of the forward reaction and rate of the backward reaction is equal. So at the equilibrium state, now write down the condition at equilibrium state. At equilibrium state, now rate of forward reaction and rate of backward reaction become equal. Now write down the both equation. Kf A B and Kb C and D. When we rearrange this, Kf upon Kb, now product, molar concentration of the product, now reactant. This Kf upon Kb is called the equilibrium constant. K EQ. Equilibrium constant is Kf upon Kb. So what is the equilibrium constant? Molar concentration of the product upon molar concentration of the reactant. We can write any type of reaction and explain the constant, equilibrium constant. It is called the equilibrium constant. Ratio of the forward constant and backward constant. So we apply this equation for any chemical balanced equation. You can write again this equation. It's clear all of you how to write down, how to calculate. Both equation is clear. Kf A B equal to Kb C into D. Now Kf upon Kb we can cross multiply again. So Kf upon Kb is called the equilibrium constant. For next general reaction, and this equation is called the law of chemical equilibrium. Okay, K equal to CD upon AB is also called the law of chemical equilibrium. Now let's see. If we take another example of the reaction like this and D. A, B, C, D are the stoichiometric coefficient, number of molecules which are taking part in the reaction. So A, B, C all are the stoichiometric coefficient in balanced chemical equation. So how to apply the law of mass action? Again steps are similar. You can write like this: K equilibrium product power C. Okay. Now D power D upon A की power A and B की power B. Okay. Now there is many example you can explain this reaction. Like example, we can take the example like H2 plus I2. Calculate the equilibrium constant for this equation. If molar concentration of given in the numerical, so how to write for this equation according to law of chemical equilibrium? KEQ equal to molar concentration of the product HI2. 2 is the coefficient. H2 and I2 there is no number, so we have to write only H2 gaseous form, I2 and also gaseous form. Clear? K equilibrium constant equal to molar concentration of reactant and molar concentration of the product. You can write any example and explain this. So according to this law, the equilibrium constant, the ratio between the, what is the law? According to this, explain the ratio between the product of molar concentration of the product and molar concentration of the reactant with each concentration term raised to the power equal to its stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical equation at a constant temperature is called the law of chemical equilibrium. So what is the law of chemical equilibrium? Let's see again. Molar concentration of the product, ratio of the molar concentration of the product at a particular temperature, molar concentration of the reactant with each concentration term raised the power which is equal to the stoichiometric coefficient in a balanced chemical equation is called the law of chemical equilibrium. Now it's clear. Next, let's see the next topic. For the gaseous system, equilibrium constant for gaseous system. So how to calculate the equilibrium constant for the gaseous system? Now we can write again this equation: equilibrium constant for a gaseous system. Again reaction is similar. Okay. Now what is the product? Equilibrium constant may be represented as Kp. P represent for pressure. P, the pressure of the C. Okay. Now partial pressure of D, partial pressure of A, power A, and partial pressure of B, power B, Kp. So Pa, Pb, Pc, Pd are the partial pressures of the gases A, B, C and D. All are gases. Okay, these are all are gases, gaseous form. Now Kp is clear. Kc is the equilibrium constant. Kc, you can write Kc and Keq, equilibrium constant, and Kc, concentration constant. Kc is concentration constant and Kp is not always equal to Kc. So Kp partial pressure of C, partial pressure of D, partial pressure of A and partial pressure of B. Now it's clear all of you. Thank you.